feeling vacation vibes. So today's look is inspired by that dream of vacation, the casual glowy bronze look I want to have on vacation. So let's get into it. Welcome back, Awakening Beauties. Today I'm doing a full face. There's nothing new here. I've used a lot of these products before, but I just wanted to create a vacation inspired look since we are getting into the summer months and a lot of people are going on vacation. When you're on vacation, you really want your makeup to last. And I'm not saying that these are all the most long-lasting products, but in my experience, these have done very well for long days and in heat and humidity. I live in South Florida and it's already in the 90s down here. So I'm gonna start with my Urban Decay All Nighter Primer, which is a tried and true, a classic in many people's books that will help your makeup last all day long. So today the foundation I'm going to use is actually a tinted serum. It's the True Match tinted serum from L'Oreal. And I was complaining about the dropper because the dropper didn't work. And so I found this little pump on Amazon and it works beautifully. I'll link it below. It does a great job. Well, it locks, which is nice. It has this little cap that goes over it for extra protection, but it also locks. I mean, look, that's perfect. So I'm gonna use a brush. I've been kind of going back and forth between a brush and a sponge. And this provides really nice coverage. I will say the one caveat is even though I have the color 2, which is supposed to be for light tones, it does go a little dark on me. And so my face is tanned with a self tanner. And so when I have this self tanner on, I can use this without it looking too dark. So tell me, are any of you going on vacation this summer? And if so, where are you off to? I love to hear about people's vacation plans. Dreaming about the possibilities. I'm headed to Peru here in a week and a half. So trying my best to film content so that there won't be any missed weeks of uploading because I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks. And sometimes I just can't get the brush strokes off. So the only thing you can do at that point is use a sponge. So nice, even, but light coverage. And I think it looks really pretty. I think it gives you sort of that glowy finish and it doesn't dry down matte. And I really like that. I've been wearing this quite a bit. Between this and the e.l.f, I've been wearing both of them quite a bit. And sometimes I mix them. I'm still congested. I am like 5 weeks out from when I got the initial sickness, but I'm still congested. I don't know. I don't understand this. It's so crazy to me. But this was just a mega bug. I'm just gonna take the MAC paint pot in the color Painterly to prime my eyes. But the good news is that I'm starting to feel a lot better. I've been taking care of my health and I plan to make a video about it very soon because there's some information in there that I think will be helpful for a lot of people. And sorry to leave you on a cliffhanger with that, but just saying that I'm starting to feel much better. Oh, hey, thanks so much for sticking around and watching my video. I hope that you're subscribed, and if you're not, why not? It's free, it doesn't cost you anything, and there's something like, I don't know, the last time I checked, something like 80% of you weren't subscribed. So don't forget to click the subscribe button below and get ready for some more beefy content. Now back to the video. I just couldn't decide. I brought my 2 favorites, the Haus Labs and the Natasha Denona in here. And I think I'm gonna go with, it's like any, mini, miny, mo. I think I'm gonna go with the Natasha Denona. Just because I think it's a little bit darker, and since my skin is tanned right now, I think it will work better. I'm gonna let that dry down just a little bit. I always use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless and just set my eyes. And even my brows, because I feel like it sort of mops up any moisture from sweat or product that might be in the eyebrow. So that's an extra little thing I've been doing, is just taking it all the way up to the eyebrow. And I think I will go ahead and do my eyebrows. I haven't used this on camera in a while, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, which obviously is not a new product in the market. Kind of want this look to be, I'm not necessarily going for like a natural look, but I don't want it to be too glam either. I want it to look like you did put on makeup and you did make an effort, and it's obvious that you made an effort, but you didn't make too much effort. And I don't know if it's because I've been sick, but I swear my eyebrows have thinned out. Like in this area, I had like, it's kind of filled in a little bit, but I got like a bald spot and I'm having trouble covering it. I've never gotten a bald spot in my eyebrows before. And it's kind of on both sides, which is very odd. But yeah, but certain things you just can't like worry about. You can't spend too much time on. I don't like to spend a lot of time on my makeup compared to some, I would say. I'm sure I spend more time than a lot of people, but I actually feel like on most days, I can't be bothered with perfection. Nobody's got time for that. I like things that are quick and easy. And something that's quick and easy, and I didn't bring it in here. I almost thought about using that for vacation vibes, but I decided that I wanted to use the True Match. But the Bosma foundation stick is also great if you're going on vacation. If you're not just trying to get vacation vibes, if you're actually going on vacation, you know, it's a lovely stick foundation offered in a lot of colors so that you can definitely find a good match. That's a great one. I'm really curious to try the new Milani Conceal and Perfect. We'll see if I end up getting it, but I've heard good things about it. So I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Camo Bronze and Contour, because we're trying to get that vacation vibe. And so I'm bronzing and contouring, and I'm also gonna use a powder bronzer. This is so great. And what's great about this particular product, I have it in Fair Light, is that it has sort of a rosy undertone. It doesn't get like gray. You know how some contours can look kind of gray? This is rosy and you just look healthy. Your skin just looks really, really healthy. Put a little up here, do a little bit on the jawline. And what the heck, I'm gonna do a little bit of sculpting on my nose. Don't be afraid to do this. You can mess it up just like I do regularly, but it's easy to blend it out and to fix it. I'm gonna go ahead and bronze with this Infallible bronzer from L'Oreal. This is a really nice bronzer at a drugstore price because I really wanna look even more tanned. Take it across the nose, take it down the neck, kind of blend. Try not to get it on your white shirt. I inevitably do, but I've learned a trick. Hairspray. And I didn't do it on today, and I should have. But hairspray is really good at keeping your makeup from sticking to your clothes. And I love this. Some people don't love it, but I actually love it. It's the Essence Flawless Skin Trio. I think it's really, really good for setting under the eye, for setting the face. Just doing a little loose setting around the face. Now for eyes, I'm breaking out the Mario palette. I've been using this a lot ever since I made that video. I've been using it quite a bit, and have gotten some very lovely looks. And I can see where this is a great palette to have in, you know, just to have. And I got the original one, which is more warm tone. I had intended to get the other one, the new one, that's more cool tone, but it is what it is. So I just kind of build up. I start with the lighter colors and just build up the crease. This has kind of become a really fast and easy look. And I might even go into these colors today, these kind of burgundy colors. Originally, I was thinking I was gonna stay in here. I don't know. Actually, I haven't used this color, so maybe I'll use those colors today. Okay, I'm gonna try using this color. I haven't used this one yet, so let's see. Yeah, that's quite orange, like a little more orangey than I was expecting. It looked more like a rosy kind of terracotta color. What the heck? I'm gonna go in with this kind of burgundy color. Deepen it up a little bit more. Actually, I'm gonna switch brushes. I'm gonna go to the smaller detail brush. Yeah, that's very pretty. I like that color. That made a good difference. You ever have areas of your face that makeup doesn't seem to want to stick? I have an area right here that seems like it repels product. I think that's really pretty. Then I've been just using this Sephora collection highlighter. It's the color Sparkling Honey, and I've just been using that on my lids. And I think that's really pretty on the lids. It's not too over the top, you know? It's not gonna smack you in the face, but it's definitely very pretty. So I'm just gonna build up a little bit more burgundy color. It really surprised me how much I liked this burgundy color when I tried it the first time. It's not a color I'm typically drawn to. You know, if I have a palette like this or some other kind of palette that has a burgundy, I rarely even I rarely dip my brush into it. I'm gonna use a different type of brush to try to this is, I guess, considered a packing brush to sort of pack it in, because I'm not getting the depth that I want, and that is doing the trick. Sometimes the brush makes all the difference. I'll be honest with you, I was not imagining this look when I came in here. I thought I was gonna stick more in this area and keep it more neutral looking, but I just went ham on my eyes. But I'm not mad about it. I really am not mad about it. I think this is really pretty. So I've been using the Sephora collection retractable eyeliner just for my lash line, just for really tight lining, to make the lash line look thicker. That's, realize how, you know, it depends on what look you're going for, but this can make a really huge impact, and it's a simple step. And now that I don't wear contacts anymore, because I had my lens replacement surgery, I don't have to worry about issues with interference with my contacts. So just looking from my right eye to my left eye, can you see the difference and how my lash line looks thicker? My eyes already look more open on this side than on this side. I feel like this eye looks a little more tired. So I imagine this could be a vacation going to dinner look, because it is a little bit more maybe glamorous than just your everyday, you know, if I'm just gonna go to the pool or the beach, I'm not gonna put any makeup on, most likely. And if we're gonna go do some kind of outdoor activity, I'm not gonna put too much makeup on. But I'm not sure I'm fulfilling the brief of the video that I had in mind, but you know what? I don't care. I'm not mad about it. This is coming out a little bit different than what I had thought in my mind when I envisioned what, you know, a vacation look would look like, but who cares? All right, so for my eyeliner though, I am gonna use a brown eyeliner. So I'm using the Essence Stay and Play Gel Liner in the color first espresso. And by the way, both of these are waterproof. So that's good to know. That's going to be long wearing in the heat and humidity if you're at a beach location or a warm weather, warm climate. And basically, I'm just keeping this very close to the lash line. I don't want to make this line too thick. I could add a little wing if I wanted to, and maybe I will. Let's do the other eye and then we'll decide. But again, I'm trying to get this very close to the lash line. And I recently saw a video, the founder of RMS Beauty, Rosemary Swift, I think is her name. One of her makeup tricks was always to tight line, get as close to the lash line, cover any skin that you see around the lash line. That you see no white around the lash line. And it really does make a difference. I'll have to agree with Miss Rosemary. Did I say Rosemary? Her name is Rosemary. Is it Rosemary or Rosemary? But there, my lashes already, like without even adding mascara, look so much more full and awake. Now, to wing or not to wing? That is the question. Because wing, you know, right now I'm at a good place. I'm at a good place. I start adding that wing and it could all fall apart. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the easiest way to do a wing cheat. Got this little handy dandy brush off of Amazon, and I'm going to do it with the Mario palette. I'm going to use the brown, the darkest brown color here. And then went a little further than I wanted to. This will also help to lock in that liner a little bit more. And something I could have done is hit this with a little setting spray before I went in, and then it would have been more like a liquid liner to set. I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna sort of blend it and soften it a little bit right here at the edges. Because we're on vacation vibes. We don't need to be precise. It's coming together. For blush, I was really torn with my blush, what I wanted to do. But I landed back at Mario. I really love this pink peony color in his soft pop blush. And I feel like this definitely gives vacation vibes. Because it's just luminous and just looks healthy and glowy. Yeah, this is one I've been wearing on repeat also for the past few weeks, ever since I got it. I'm liking where everything is headed. We're almost done too. And you definitely need to set with setting spray if you want this to last all day in the heat and humidity. So now I have been on the fence about this e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. I've heard so many people, well, actually it's been sort of split. Some people love it, some people hate it. And what I've heard that it's really good for is as a last step to sort of lock in everything, and it's supposed to give like a blurring, glowy type finish. And you know, to me, it really didn't work as setting under my eyes, but I'm gonna try to use it the way I think it's intended to be used and just sort of set. It's gonna take down a little bit of that shininess of that Mario blush, which is actually okay with me to take it down a little bit. Yeah, I'm not having the best makeup day. Some of my product is sort of breaking up. I'm not really sure why it's breaking up. I do like that this is a pressed powder that's not mattifying. I'll say that. I do like that about this. Okay, I can get on board with that. I can get on board with that. And I would say this would be a good powder to take with you on the go if you needed to refresh, throughout the day. I had something planned for lips, but I don't think it's gonna go with this burgundy eye color. But let's just play. Let's just find out. I've been really loving this Merit lip pencil, and I know some people aren't liking, and some people are saying it's not long wearing, but I swear on me, it has been long wearing. So I don't know why it's not working for other people. I do usually give it time to set down before I put anything on top of it, and maybe that's why. I don't know, but yeah, it's very pretty. I didn't do my lashes yet. I forgot to bring my eyelash curler in here. Oh well, I rarely use an eyelash curler, so why start today? Oh, I didn't even say. I'm using the L'Oreal Paradise Big Deal. The name is what got me for this. Because if we're gonna go to Paradise on vacation, you want your lashes to reflect that. And these give you such voluminous, beautiful, beautiful. That is such a beautiful mascara. It kind of gives me everything I want in a mascara. Lengthening, volume, but not too much volume, not like clumpy volume. So what I wanted to use on top of my lips was this Sephora lip gloss that has it's like opalescent or iridescent, I should say. And I've gotten so many compliments when I've worn this. People have asked me, what is on your lips? So let me just show you. I mean, it definitely makes a statement. It definitely makes a statement. I really love that. I don't love it necessarily with this look, but I'm not gonna change it. I'm gonna keep it for this look, for this video. You cooperate, hair. Just won't cooperate. And I'm fussing with my hair, and that's another thing on vacation. I sort of give up on fussing with my hair because I'm like, I'm in a different climate. I'm using different products. Maybe I don't have all of my tools, and I can't be bothered because I'm on vacation mode. So I'm gonna stop fussing with my hair. How about that? Well, this is the look, what I had in mind today of doing a vacation look using things that I already had. And I think this came out very different maybe than what I had imagined it was gonna be, but I like it. So tell me, do you have like go-to makeup that reminds you of vacation that you like to take with you on vacation? If you do, leave it in the comments below. And also, what about fragrance? I'm looking for maybe getting a new signature scent, a new fragrance for summer. And maybe you guys have some recommendations for me because I'm really a novice on fragrance. I typically avoid smelling fragrances when I go into Sephora or into Ulta. I can tell you I don't like things that are overly sweet. I don't like things that are very musky. So yeah, give me your recommendations. Thanks so much for being with me. I appreciate your time so much. Don't forget to give this a like and to subscribe if you're not already subscribed so that you get to see more content. And I do have a lot more content, fashion content coming up soon. So stay tuned for that. Well, that does it for me. Thanks so much for being with me today and trying to achieve a vacation vibe look. And I hope you're taking really good care of yourself and getting yourself healthy and getting sunshine and vitamin D. And that's what I'm trying to do to get better amongst a lot of other things. So I'll see you in my next video. And until then, you're doing great.